Welcome to the Crafty Stitches Podcast. This is a video podcast about all of my crafting adventures, and in today's episode we are going to talk about socks and some new projects. Let's get started. Good day everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Mariette, also known as die Boervrou, and I'm coming to you from South Africa. Today is Friday the 25th of October 2024 and this is episode 74. In the Crafty Stitches podcast, I am sharing all of my crafting projects with you. All the knitting projects have project pages on Ravelry if you need more information on that. And I also have links down in the description box of all of the places where you can find me on social media and my website. I have a lovely cup of coffee to drink. I hope that you have something to drink and maybe a project to work on. And let's talk projects. And remember to tell me in the comments down below what project you are working on. I love hearing about your projects. Let's quickly talk about what I'm wearing. This is the first Riika top that I made. It was made with L Cotton's 4-ply and 3mm needles if I remember correctly. I will link it in the description box and you can have a look at the notes on Ravelry if you want more information on that. I'm also wearing some socks. This is the Irene Socks. If I remember correctly, the pattern is written cuff down. And yes, that is everything that I'm wearing today. Let's move over to finished projects. My finished project is actually a half finished project, as it is the first sock of a pair. This is my equal stripes sock pattern, the sock pattern for my DB Socktober sock along. I've written the pattern toe up and cuff down. I knit my sample toe up, and to participate in my own sock along, I decided to knit it again, but this time cuff down. So here is my first sock. In episode 73 I was at this beautiful stitch marker from Annegret from Pincushion Crafts and I finished the sock. I am knitting the second size in the pattern on 2.25mm 9-inch circular needles, and I'm using Knotty Habit and Opal sock yarns. These three, the pink, the blue and this blue, are Knotty Habit Kaiso yarn, 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon, with 366 meters on 100 grams. And this one, and a little bit at the top, is Opal yarn, which is 75% wool, 25% polyamide, with 425 meters on 100 grams. So I went for the matched look, and I am very happy with how it is turning out. So let's move over to works in progress, and then I can show you my second sock. Still with the equal stripes socks. This is the second sock, and here on the cuff you can clearly see that they are mismatched, and I love that. I really love it. So let me quickly move the marker from the first sock to the second sock. There we go. let's talk about the second project. I am making this pair of socks for a gift. I'm using my DB toe-up socks pattern, knitting the first size in the pattern, and this is what I have so far. In the previous episode, I was at this gorgeous marker, also from Annegret from Pincushion Crafts, and look at all that progress. Wow. I love how the stripes of the yarn is looking with the stripes that I am making. These will also be matched, as I do not have loads of the opal yarn. This one. This opal is 75% wool, 25% polyamide, 425 meters on 100 grams. And this is Piana Yarn's sock yarn in the colorway Victoria, and the purple that I'm using is one I dyed myself, and they are both 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon with 366 meters on 100 grams, and this one I dyed myself, if I did not say that already. Alright, I'm thinking of ending this sock with a 4-round stocking stitch stripe in the pink, and then just going into a pink cuff. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts. I have to actually weigh my opal yarn and see how much I have left, so that I know how long I can make the leg of the sock. See, this is why I love knitting my socks toe up. The foot is complete, no yarn chicken to the toe, and when the yarn is finished, I can just knit the cuff and the socks are done. So I have to do that still today and see, and I think we can talk about the next project. I have started another sleeveless top. Like the pink one that was a finished project in the previous episode, I was chatting with my husband about my next projects, and he said, I think you should knit more of those, pointing to the top on my body, which was the pink one. So I decided to cast on another one. I do wear the pink one about 2 to 3 times a week. I really love it. So this one I am again knitting on 3.75 millimeter needles, and I'm using Moya 100% double knit cotton in the colorway Burnt Fudge, and Peridot. I am loving how it is turning out so far. It's looking amazing. I love it. I was not sure about my color combination in the beginning, so I knit a little swatch and then I decided, no, this looks good. And then I started. So this is the front and this is what I have for the back so far. And I'm looking forward to finishing this project and seeing what it looks like when it is done. I'm also swatching to start another project. This is the yarn that I showed in the previous episode. It is from Knotty Habit and it is the 2-ply merino linen blend. I have not gotten very far with my swatch. I was a little bit distracted by my other projects, but at least I started the process. So that's my swatch. Right. I think that is it for projects. Let's move over to find out what's been happening. Right, it has been very busy as per usual, and I have some exciting news. This Sunday, the 27th of October 2024, Leonie from Independence Yarn Crafts and I will be live for episode 27 of the Surplus Yarn Stories, and we will have Juanita from Yuan Knits on Instagram as our guest. Juanita is such an inspiration for projects made from leftovers, and she just has an amazing eye for color. I hope that you will be able to come and join us on Sunday at 5 p.m. South African Standard Time. You will also be able to ask Juanita some questions, and I am looking forward to it. We had Juanita as a guest before, and we are very excited to chat with her again and see what she's up to. Then I also want to let you know about my Fairy Lily sweater pattern. The Fairy Lily sweater is my first ever sweater design, and as from the 1st of November 2024, the pattern will come out as a standalone pattern. It will be available on Ravelry, Etsy and my online shop, and I will keep you updated on social media as soon as that is ready. I was contacted by May, and she asked me if I would like to participate in the Pattern Harvest of 2024. At first I thought it was a blog hop, but then she explained to me that it is a collection of patterns where she highlights a pattern a day for 40 days. And in this way, you can see 40 patterns that you might have not seen before and can then stock up on fun patterns to knit, maybe for gifts or so before the end of the year, or just stock up with fun patterns for later. I loved the idea, and my Equal Stripes sock pattern was featured on her blog and Instagram. I'm trying to share as many of the other designs that I can as well. I will leave the link to the blog post in the description box below, and then you can check that out if you're interested. Now, if you did not know, my Equal Stripes sock pattern was designed for the 3rd DB Socktober Sock Along that I host on Instagram, and it was designed toe up and cuff down. It was done in such a way that you will have perfectly equal width stripes from cuff to toe. I love this pattern so much. The pattern is available in all my shops and is still 25% discounted until the 31st of October at midnight South African Standard Time. I think that is everything for this episode. If you're a returning viewer of the podcast, thank you so much for coming back and spending some time with me. And if you are new, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. and will consider subscribing so that you don't miss any new episodes. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye!